Welcome to yet another game in the blue. We have Tyrant Doubt playing as the Aztecs, and over in the red we have Tyrant Jordans playing as the Aztecs as well in the color red. So we should be in for quite a good game. So while we're waiting for the Dark Age, I can talk for a bit, which is good. So I guess the first thing, my absence. What is there about that? Currently in Australia, it is the school holidays, which is Year 12. For those who don't know, I've finished would have been about 4 months ago, because I already got into uni, which is great. So I decided to work because I'm going to have to move, so I'm going to do that, and that means I don't see my friends as much anymore because they are all studying extremely hard because they're like that. So I've spent a lot of time just hanging out with them. So yeah, so that's the first thing. Second thing is, I think it was 2 days ago now, we had the AFL Grand Final, which is probably one of the most popular sports in Australia, which is the Australian Football League, which is awesome. That was actually an intense game, so I was away for that because I was watching that. And then we had the NRL final, which is also awesome, which was a pretty good game as well. However, the AFL game was actually great this year. So if you haven't seen it yet and you live in Australia and you like AFL, definitely watch it. Definitely a good watch. So that's those two covered up, really. So that's really what I wanted to say there. So that should sweep that away, and we can move on to the next thing I want to talk about, which is we want to be talking about the channel, which is something good. Something that's helping a lot of people by the sound of it. So I'm just going to say my opinion straight off. Commentaries like this I do not do to help people learn. I do these completely for entertainment, which is the reason I'm not always 100% on my facts or anything like that, because I'm not checking them, because I'm not really intending on people to learn from these. Naturally as well, you can pick up little things in them, like everybody does that. Just like how many villages you have on a deer. You have 2 to 3 villages on a deer, we all know that. But some people don't. So, here is what I wanted to say. I generally do commentaries for entertainment, and I do tutorials and things like that to learn. On that subject, this is what I want to get into. You can see I did that nice little switch there, carrying through quite nicely. Let's Improve series. I want to keep that going because that's good. It's helping a lot of people. And actually, Jordan, what was going on there? But anyway, Let's Improve series. Let's keep that going, guys. Send me your games if you want to improve. For those who don't know, I'm 1.8k. I think I'm 1802. I think, or 05, I don't know, somewhere around there, so I'm decent, I know relatively what I'm talking about, but, you know, don't expect me to be absolutely crazy on it, because naturally I can only do a certain amount of time for a video. So send me your games, and it looks like we're seeing the 5 militia drush from both players over here, and I'm going to pause it, because I want to finish talking here. Actually, we can just let it play out, I'll be happy, because we know he's going to back off here. So, what I want to say is send me your games, preferably between 40 and 50 minutes, generally better. Again, if you want to send one in like 30, 35, 40, that's always fine. Just once you get past 50, it's pretty much I won't be able to do it, because it's just going to make a way too long a video. Over here, we do have Doubt pushing in with his militia, trying to keep this hill bonus over here. It looks like he's taken quite a bit more damage than Jordan. Let's have a look. However, that Eagle Warrior of Jordan's both quite injured. Jordan's doing a bit better, but still trying to come around the back here to get that hill bonus. Very important thing to try and have. So send me your noob games as well as that. Wacky Wednesday, the challenge was siege rushing. I have not done anything with that yet because, well, I can't do anything because nobody is sending me games for it. So until that's done, I'm not going to be able to continue it, which is not good, you know. But anyway, let's start looking at this game. The drush is coming in now from Jordan's, well, into Jordan's base. Over here, could potentially lose a villager, actually, especially if it gets caught here. It looks like a few of these might get caught. This villager over here might actually get killed off. It does. This one over here, same deal, goes freed. However, the militia coming in for Jordan right now should be able to push him off. Yes, could lose one potentially there. Looks like he's going to be alright, but still all heavily damaged. But again, he's got exactly what he wanted out of this drush, which was to distract his opponent from gathering resources, and he also killed off a villager, which is just an added bonus there. Forager over here, 10 HP, could try and take that one out as well. Bit of a hill fight going on over here. It looks like Jordan will be able to clean it up, using this hill advantage over here to just maximum efficiency that he can. So it's looking quite good now. The scores, however, they refreshed, just they are. There's only about 10 points in it, so it's not too bad. We can see that Doubt's already on gold. Jordan's already on gold, which is interesting. We might not even see scouts from him. Could go straight into... well, there's not a lot he could actually go into. So, and he's not going to be able to go scouts because he's Aztecs. See, that's how used to Huns I am now. But still, he's going to be able to go straight into those crossbows, which is just a great play to have. Of course, it does allow you to up into the Castle Age a bit quicker because, of course, you're not spending all that food. However, the Drush does delay you quite a bit. But again, it's nothing too big. Again, drushing fast castling. That's a valid tactic, I would say. Depends how good your Drush does. If it's a crap Drush, you're not going to be able to do much with it. But still, Feudal Age there for Jordan at 13 minutes. Doubt still on his way up. But going to be an interesting one. Double archer range going down for Jordan. So he's going to be able to start getting some damage in there. And this is distracting again. Quite well played actually from Doubt right now. Getting a lot of damage in there, but these men-at-arms over here for Jordan are going to be extremely dangerous, pushing Doubt off this area over here. Again, more harassment happening over here, managing to kill off one of those militia, but this gold mine over here could be in a lot of trouble, potentially, if these men-at-arms go find it. Looks like going back to that wood now, and here they come. Could actually potentially kill off quite a few villages here, and this one over here looks like it will just make it out of there. Archers for Doubt, yes we do. What else are we seeing? This double's good. Fletching, I'm guessing, is on the way for Jordan. Yes, it is. Doubt might have it as well. Let's check. Because, of course, we do know fletching is an extremely valuable resource to have. Fletching not done yet, not even started. Doubt going up to Castle Age already, actually. That's an interesting one from him. Jordan population blocked on 45. Still currently in Feudal Age, and not a lot of food there, so he's not going to be able to up off this, actually. He's getting on a few skirmishes as well, so he's getting ready to counter Doubt's army, which is always a plus, but Doubt's going up extremely early here, so there could actually be some real potential damage from some early mangonels, which, as we know, just obliterate all archer units, really, apart from really cavalry archers, but still they do take a lot of damage from that. The splash damage is actually enormous. These villagers over here potentially could be in trouble again. Jordan getting some great harassment in this game so far. Trying to get into a good position here, and he might actually be able to kill this one off. Killing one, then a second. If he targets this one down, he could probably get it. Looks like he's going to back out of there right now. Too many archers for those men-at-arms to deal with. These archers here, they might decide to go for it, and that skirmisher as well. It's going to be really, really helpful to try and get this. Let's swap over to Doubt and see how close he is to the Castle Age. It's going to still be a bit. He's going to have to defend off this one. That's going to be a hard task to achieve at this stage. I'm interested to see what he goes for, though, if he decides to go for Eagles, which is interesting, because we don't generally see Castle Age Eagles get used. That was more of an old thing. I think it was a clue. But they just don't have the armor to be effective against massive groups of archers, which your opponent will have if they've been putting on the pressure during Feudal Age. Let's have a little crossbow being done. So it looks like we're going to see just another archer push from Doubt. He's going to rely on that technology advantage that he has. Tower has gone up in the defensive position there on the gold mine, which is a smart move considering he is pretty much defending from these archers. Just getting that villager out of there, actually. How much hit points did he have? He had 8 hit points left. Looks like he's going to lose this lumber camp here. So he has been forced to move over to this one over here, which isn't good. Crossbows over here being forced back by, well, more units. So right now, it's definitely looking like Jordan has a clear advantage in this game. He's up by quite a bit in score, 300 points. Not advancing yet, though, so Doubt could win just on technology if he can micro well enough. And we know Doubt's definitely got the ability for that. But how rusty he is at the moment is going to be the question. And doing quite well there, not losing anything too badly. And, of course, there's range advantages that you get. We've got 5+2 on the crossbows. The archer's only on 4+1. It's a massive advantage that you get there. However, fighting into the hill advantage might not be the smartest idea. And just looking at this, it's starting to look really grim for Doubt, actually. He is starting to get quite a few crossbows out, but he's going to need to get a mangonel or something out to deal with his archers just as quick as he really can. And these villagers over here potentially in trouble, losing 1, 2, 3. Losing 3 villages there, not good at all. Losing quite a few villages, but saying that, we do actually have Doubt pushing in from this side now, and he's going to be able to get a bit of harassment over here if he's really trying to. Looks like standing under here. However, this tower's being in a pretty good location, so it's going to be able to defend the base of the other tower pretty perfectly done. Jordan actually playing a really defensive game if we look at all the towers he's got up. Currently got up 4 towers, and it hasn't really been pushed yet, so that's pretty good preparation there from him. And of course, Doubt, it's just going to make it extremely hard for him to harass, because if he comes in here to try and do some damage, villagers will be able to garrison into that tower extremely quickly. And well, not a lot else you can do about that. So, keeping the pressure on down here, Doubt playing well. Going to be sandwiched by Jordan here, though. Going to lose quite a few of these crossbows, actually, if he's not careful. However, he is moving the other way, so he could have seen this coming, potentially. Jordan having pretty good map control right now. Lots of, still some idle villages for Doubt there, by the looks of it. Let's have a look. We've got one over there still idle, so it looks like Doubt's actually under a lot of pressure right now. Really trying to get back in the game, but still 300 points is a lot at this stage. Crossbows over here will have the advantage, but then again, Jordan will be going up pretty soon. And there we go, Jordan's just hit the advantage there. Forward Siege Workshop is going up for Doubts. This could prove really invaluable here. If he does get some mangonels out, does do some good damage, he'll be able to do a lot with that. That's a lot of dues right there. But still, these towers going to be hard to deal with because they do have 8+1 range. Against these crossbow skirmishers over here, if we can get a mangonel out to defend from them, it's going to be absolutely great, especially if he flattens them, will be great. 600 points behind, though, for Doubt. It's starting to look pretty grim for him, honestly. And if we actually have a look at his base, you can see exactly why. That man-at-arms still from the start being alive. The Eagle Warrior Scout still alive as well. What are we seeing from Doubt? Are we seeing a mangonel? Yes, we are seeing 2 mangonels being produced from Doubt. It looks like, though, he is trying to get over here to do a bit of damage, but naturally Doubt's going to come in, he's going to try and just clean it up as quick as possible. Losing 1 villager there. Looks like could lose a second. Walling this area here off quickly, which is quite smart, because then, well, they'll be in this area here, and they're going to be really hard to deal with, because we know melee units can't get in there. But still, only losing, what do we see, 1, 2, 3 villages, so it's not the worst case scenario there. Could have been a lot worse, but still, losing 3 villages is something you really don't want to have to deal with. Siege Workshop going up as well for Jordan. Looks like he's going to be playing it fairly defensively around his base while he uses these crossbows over here for the attacking. And naturally, where he can, focusing on the villages as well, because as we know, it's much more important to kill off your opponent's villages in this than kill off a few crossbows. The difference there is giant. So if you are ever in a situation like that, and you don't think you're going to be able to win, go for the villages. Over here, though, this is actually looking not too bad for Doubt. If he actually kept those crossbows about there, that way his opponent couldn't move up the hill. He'd probably be able to win it on the hill advantage there, but not completely sure. Still microing quite well here, and Ballistic's not being done for either player right now. I don't think either player would have Thumb Ring yet either, which means that really it's going to be a lot more in it. And over here, losing a few villages again, could potentially lose another, what, 1 or 2. Losing 1 if he gets this one again. He's going to be able to kill it off. That's not good there. Still, we are seeing a push from Doubt over here. 2 mangonels have fallen already, and his opponent only has 1 out by the looks of it. And it looks like he's going to lose this one here. And this one just survives for Jordan. That's actually extremely hard to do if you fire at the same time. It requires a lot of work with your micro. Over here, though, it looks like Doubt's starting to get into some big trouble. He has lost 3 mangonels over here compared to his opponent's 1. There's the 3. There's the 1 there. It looks like this tower here was taken out, which is pretty good advantage to have. It means he's going to be able to move in and start to try and harass these units here, as well as move in the back here and try and do some more damage. However, this tower over here is still going to be defending roughly that area there, and I don't think he's going to be able to break through this wall here anytime soon. However, this area over here, if he can come in around the back here, he will be able to pick off a few of these, hopefully take minimal losses from that tower as well. Over here, Doubt attacking with a villager, which is quite interesting. And another mangonel coming out here. More crossbows moving up for Doubt. And is he going to attack with it, or is he just going to lose it? There we go. And taking out the 1, getting some good splash damage, of course. And it looks like this Eagle Warrior here. And it's a newly produced Eagle Warrior too, actually, which is interesting. We could actually see Jordan going up soon if he's starting to produce Eagle Warriors, or think about producing Eagle Warriors, especially if he's starting to get those blacksmith techs, which is an interesting one, because like I said, not many people actually start to use Eagle Warriors until Imperial Age, when they can get that massive amount of armor built up. But still, I guess they've got 2 armor to start with. That's not the worst, and if you get the +2, they're pretty decent. But against mangonels and things, seems they don't have any, well, horses to deal with them. Eagle Warriors about as good as they get. Man-at-Arms still alive over here. That's quite impressive, actually. We never really see Men-at-Arms survive this long. Eagle Warriors over here, not a lot going on. This tower, again, not a lot. Another Mangonel out from Doubt there, so he's going to have two. So he's definitely going to have a fair amount of power here to start busting in if he wants to. But saying that, though, there are quite a few Eagle Warriors out. The crossbows are out. The base is built really defensively, so it's going to be hard for Doubt to actually get in there. He's going to have to do a lot of damage around this area. Might even try and break through his barracks. But if these Eagle Warriors can get around behind, these Mangonels are pretty much gone. Crossbows might survive, I guess we'll see. And Eagle Warrior glitching out there, which is not nice. Still no armor upgrades on them, which is quite interesting. It looks like over here we'd have Jordan moving out to another wood source. And what's the plan from Doubt right now? Let's speed things along. Town center might be able to take it out here actually if he's careful. This Mangonel though could do some damage, taking out one there. Looks like he's going to be able to take out... Yes, taking that one out there. Eagle Warriors, though, still soaking up a lot of that crossbow damage. Again, when they're against a small amount of crossbows, they will do a lot of damage, because, of course, 2 armor to start with is a lot. It's like essentially having a scout versus a crossbow. Another Mangonel there from Doubt. Going to be able to keep putting on the damage. However, he did just lose another 2 there to his opponent's 1, so he's really starting to fall back onto... the damage ratio here hasn't been good for him at all. Currently, Jordan 1,000 points ahead. Let's actually have a look at the pops. 62 for Jordan, Doubt on 49 right now. So there's a big difference there between that, especially on the village account. It's going to be huge. We do have these crossbows moving in there, so we'll be able to get quite a few kills here. And if they sit right under this tower, no, they're just going to run through to this gold mine over here. This could be potentially really bad for Jordan right now. Doubt actually has a chance to get back in it here. He did lose one Mangonel to this one over here, however, one did survive, which is good. Crossbow is actually being engaged by the villagers here, which is interesting. Skirmishers, though, are moving in to deal with them and taking out 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be a 5th, maybe a 6th here if we're lucky. Nope, but still 6 villagers, that is a lot of damage to take. And Doubt's starting to even things up here, but still 900 points between the 2 players, giving them out. Currently 33 minutes in, and Doubt still on 58 population, Jordan on 65. It looks like he's actually starting to save up for Imperial now as well, which is an interesting one. 600, 700 food, 500 gold, nearly there. Another Mangonel out for Jordan right now. Jordan's been using his Mangonels extremely effective in this game. He's always been getting at least even trades, hasn't been losing a lot. And there we go, if we see that they're actually losing quite a bit less. And that Mangonel actually getting repaired by those villagers, but didn't seem to be gaining a lot of HP there. Anyway, towering up with those villagers, not going to lose too many, but these villagers over here, lost by Jordan, was really harsh. Doubt did a good job there getting in, doing the damage. Still 900 points between the players, however, it's getting even closer for Jordan to go Imperial now. And right now, I don't know what Doubt really has that he can get back in the game, because when you're this far behind, you really have to pull out something special to get back in the game. He does have a few Mangonels, so we'll be able to kill off most of these villagers over here if he can get his crossbows in. We'll be able to take out this tower if he's got the Mangonel, but of course, still assuming they don't get killed off. There is only... Jordan doesn't exactly have the most units out on the map right now, but still, he does have a massive eco advantage. These villagers over here being sent back, extremely smart play by Jordan there, not going to risk losing those villagers. And right now, it's going to be really hard to decide actually what Doubt wants to do. There's not really a lot he can do at this stage. If he pushes in with these Mangonels, he's going to be able to do a bit of damage, but nothing really huge. He's going to lose quite a few here to this tower, actually. And losing 3 there. And again, pushing in quite well here, getting the damage. However, another town center coming up on the front here. This is really going to hurt any reinforcements coming from Doubt. Jordan's actually going Imperial right now. So, if Doubt can't get the damage done here, it's going to be over because, well, Town Center here is not going to be able to move through there. He can't move through this forward area now. And all he's really got to attack with these Mangonels. And still, I just can't see the amount of damage happening right now for Doubt to get back in it. Man-at-Arms still alive, which is kind of interesting. Over in this section, more farms going up for Doubt. Looks like he's going to try and go Imperial. Let's actually have a look at what he's on. Yeah, he's going to be a bit further behind Doubt, 68 population. Jordan's 67. So it is quite close to the population, actually. However, just like I said, the population count, village count for Jordan is much better. Especially because he's got these 3 town centers out, maybe even, nope, just the 3. So he's going to be able to restock on those villages a lot quicker right now. And actually, if this town center gets taken out, could prevent Jordan from going Imperial, and Doubt could be able to do a lot more damage here. However, everyone is on it trying to repair, so It's going to be a close one, actually, if he can just keep it alive until... And here we go, killing off villagers here. Looks like he's going to lose another Mangonel. Yes, only one left here, losing 2 there, losing a few crossbows here as well. This is actually starting to look like GG for Dowd. I don't think he's going to be able to come back. 1,200 points behind. Jordan about to go Imperial, and I can't see him getting in there at all. And we actually have the 11 from Dowd there. Looks like we're about to see GG, and that's some bad Onager War. Yeah, it was. It was. I'm not saying I could do any better, but still, well, no biggie. And I'm expecting to see the GG from Dowd any second now. There we go, GG from Dowd, calling it over. Anyway, Dowd definitely getting back into shape really quickly right now. Jordan just proving how good of a player he is, putting in that damage and really being able to defend quite well. So the only thing I really wanted to say now was, if there's anything else you want to see on the channel particularly, let me know in the comments. If there's any tutorials or things you want to see particularly, let me know in the comments. And send me your noob games, send me your Wacky Wednesday games, send me everything. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.